Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We're still working on Othello, and we get to hear from Othello in the scene that never ends, Act 3, Scene 3. He was talking to Iago, who was planting in his mind the idea that Desdemona had been sleeping with Cassio. And Iago stepped away for a little while, and Othello was like, what he's saying makes sense and all this sort of stuff. But then he sees Desdemona and he's like, no, there's no possible way that she would be cheating on me. I'm completely in love with her. She goes to she's like, are you okay? And he goes to mop his brow, and he's like, your handkerchief is too small, and sort of bats it away, and she drops the handkerchief. Emilia picks it up and is like, Iago has been wanting me to steal this handkerchief for quite some time. Iago comes back in. Emilia gives him the handkerchief. She's like, what do you want this for? Because she's going to be really upset if she doesn't have it anymore. Iago's like, never you mind that. You can go on and do what you need to do. So she leaves, and Iago shares with the audience that he's going to plant the handkerchief in Cassio's bedroom so that it looks like Desdemona was there and had slept with him and forgot it. So he's currently in possession of this handkerchief with which he's going to frame Cassio and Desdemona. But Othello comes storming back in, and he's like, you? And Iago's like, what? And Othello's like, why did you have to tell me that? Because now it's all I can think about is the fact that maybe she's sleeping with him. And Iago's like, no, I told you not to think about it. And Othello's like, I had been happy if the general camp, poisoners and all, had tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known. Oh, now, forever. Farewell the tranquil mind, farewell content, farewell the plumed troops and big wars that makes ambition, virtue, oh farewell. Farewell the neighing steed and the shrill trump, the spirit-stirring drum, the ear-piercing fife, the royal banner, and all the quality, pride, pomp, and circumstance of glorious war. And oh, you mortal engines whose rude throats the immortal love Jove's dread clamors counterfeit. Farewell. Othello's occupation's gone. So basically what he's saying is ignorance is bliss. In a weird way, he's saying that he wouldn't care if she was sleeping with somebody else as long as he didn't know about it. Now, he probably would, as would most people. They'd rather know than not know, but he's in that moment of, I wish that I just didn't know this. He's like, I'm not going to be able to sleep anymore. I'm not going to be able to focus on fighting wars anymore. I'm not going to be able to even sit and be happy and think or be quiet or anything like that anymore, because this is all I can think about. And he's furious with Iago. And in some versions of the text, it's not in the folio, but in some versions of the text, shortly after this, 2 lines after this speech, he actually grabs Iago by the throat and is like, why did you do this? Why did you tell me this? This is all your fault, kind of a thing. And Iago's like, no, I didn't say it. And if you think I'm dishonest, and if you think all this other stuff, then fire me, send me away, do all this. And it gets to the point where, Iago is able to sort of diffuse Othello's anger, and Othello is like, I don't know what to do. I think that she's virtuous, but I also think that maybe she's not, because I think that you're honest, but I also think that maybe you're lying to me. He's like, I don't know what is going on. And Iago has some words. I believe it's Iago that we get to hear from tomorrow in this scene that will not end. Yeah, it's tomorrow. We'll get to start to hear some of his ideas for how Othello should go about not thinking about this thing that he just can't stop thinking about. So I'll see you tomorrow for that. Mwah.